Hey everyone, I am Nixie and welcome to April's manga haul. So we are going to go through everything that I picked up in the month of April. I did say in my previous video that the next couple of months are going to be like smaller hauls because past me was not very responsible and went a little crazy on some figure pre-orders. So for me it is figure season coming up, so yeah, the hauls are going to be slightly smaller. However, as I was pulling things off the shelf, we still have quite a few things to go through. So as always, we're going to do publisher by publisher, and then we'll do the out of print stuff that I picked up this month at the end. So I think what we're going to do is we'll start off with Yen Press, Eyes Press, because we haven't actually got a lot from those this month. So the first one that I picked up, and I have been waiting for this for like months, and it's finally here. We have a volume 5 of Honey Lemon Soda. Like, this is what's been fueling my sort of like minor obsession with like shojo manga recently. This is just so freaking adorable. It is a massive commitment. Like, volume 23-24 came out in Japan, so it is a long ongoing series as well, which I am here for it. So this is about the shy introverted girl and the sort of like popular, not quite a delinquent, but sort of like the popular guy as well, who becomes a very sort of protective of the shy girl. But this is a super cute. I know some people feel like it is a little bit of a slow burn, but like, it's really well written in my opinion, and I freaking love this. So yeah, the volumes are coming out pretty like consistently, but it's just not quick enough for me, if I'm being totally honest. But yeah, so if you're looking for a really like cutesy shoujo romance, then this, I highly recommend this one. Next, we have one that feels like forever since we've had a new volume, and that is The Other World's Beans. The Other World's Books Depend on the Bean Count. What a mouthful. Volume 4 is finally here, guys. I really enjoy this one. This is like an isekai BL. About an accountant who accidentally gets sucked into another world, and he can't be sent back, so he basically says, hey, give me a job, I want to work, I still want to do accountancy stuff, so yeah, just give me a job. However, because he's a normal human in a world filled with magic, he sort of like has these sort of reactions to the mana that's in the world, due to his body like not being obviously born in that world, so he like struggles with stuff. And one of the high-ranking guards is sort of set to look after him and to neutralize these afflictions that he's having against the magic in the world. Sometimes you do kind of forget that it is a BL, which honestly I don't mind. It doesn't like lay too heavily into the romance side of things, and it is a really enjoyable read. Like, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. They've also licensed the light novel as well, so if you wanted like more story, then you can go ahead. I think there's 2 volumes out, or the second one's coming out fairly soon. But yeah, we finally have volume 4. Next, we have volume 2 of Mineto's Laundromat. This is a super cute BL. This is a there's a bit of an age gap, high schooler and a guy who runs a laundromat. But yeah, this is like really sweet. We see more interactions, we see a little bit of jealousy, possessiveness, but it is still like a really cute story, and we get to sort of see more of Shintaru's like his life at school sort of thing, which is really nice. They also sort of like get a little bit discovered by someone, but yeah, this is a really like cute read. I think like I say, it is a bit of an age gap. I know some people don't like that, but yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed this series so far. Next, we have from Eyes Press, we have Ominous Reader's Viewpoint volume 2 has finally come out as well. Like, this is a super popular manhwa webtoon. It's set in that universe of guy reads novel, gets sucked into novel, and has to basically like go through the storyline. However, in this one, the main character is the only person that has read the full novel and knows how this story is going to end. As you can see, I've started reading this one. This like I struggled to get this volume for some reason, which was quite annoying. I haven't had much luck with this series, like getting the actual like physicals for some reason. Like I had like a damaged one from like the first volume, so yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle for me to like get hold of this one. But yeah, I'm surprised that Ice Press didn't license this one or like announce this one a lot sooner than what they did, because it's such a popular series. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. There's quite a bit of action in it so far, considering we're on the second volume. But yeah, I'm really intrigued to see where this story is gonna go now that we see the introduction of the main character from the novel in this series, in this volume. So that's everything from Yen Press, Ice Press this month. We also have one release from Square Enix, and that is The Ice Guy and the Cool Girl Volume 4. So these are coming out pretty quickly. This is such a cute romance, guys. So this is about a frost spirit descendant and a lady who kind of finds it like difficult to express all of her emotions, so she kind of comes off as a bit of a cold kind of person. So it's an office romance, and it is the cutest thing ever. Like, guys, it's freaking adorable. So yeah, I just love seeing these like little interactions between these two. It's definitely one of those that'll like make you kick your feet. But yeah, so if you want something that's like a bit more of a light read, super cute, super wholesome, then highly recommend this. There is the anime as well, like if you wanted to check that out as well. So that's everything for that I picked up from Square Enix this month as well. So we're gonna move on to... Let's move on to Kodansha, because I actually picked up quite a few things from them. I seem to be getting like more and more like releases from Kodansha recently. I will say as well, like this hasn't been the best month for like reading. I feel like I haven't had like that much spare time, and when I have, I had sort of like haven't necessarily had the motivation to just sit down and read. So yeah, I kind of feel like I'm a little bit like behind on some of like these new releases. So the first one from Kodansha, we have Sketchy. So I haven't read this one. Also, this is one of the ones that sort of like, when I received this, kind of solidified my decision in not ordering any more books from Blackwell's unless I absolutely have to, because this one came a little bit damaged as well, which is like really frustrating. And it just feels like Blackwell's, like their shipping and just like the way that they package like their mangas is just, it's not very secure, I feel like, and it's not very well packaged. And like I say, as someone who likes to obviously collect, I like to see my you know, the titles and the manga in as best condition as possible, and when you're obviously like paying for a new condition, you expect it to turn up in new condition undamaged. But it just feels like I'm getting more like damaged manga like from them. So yeah, once my pre-orders run out from them, then that's it. Unless I absolutely have to, I won't be ordering from Blackwell's again. So yeah, first one is Sketchy. So this is about a lady who discovers a love for skateboarding. I haven't had a chance to actually read this one yet, and this is kind of one of those where like I completely forgot that I ordered it. To be honest, that I pre-ordered it, and honestly, like I don't know why I pre-ordered it. It was just kind of like obviously on a whim. But sometimes those are the best kind of like orders, like and you never know, you could discover your next favorite series by just like ordering something on a whim. So yeah, I haven't had a chance to read this one yet, but it sounds pretty interesting. Anyway, I don't have anything that's based around skateboarding in the collection, so we'll see how it goes. Next, we have How I Met My Soulmate Volume 2. I really love this series so far. This is one of those that kind of like makes your heart skip a beat. So this is about a lady who is trying to find her soulmate. She believes in that, like the whole destiny like situation thing. So yeah, she's actively trying to find her soulmate. She's trying to get over a crush that she had like back in high school. They kind of like gave her trauma in finding like a boyfriend. So she's decided now she's at uni, whatever, that this is her time, like she's an adult, this is her time to find her special someone. She runs across this guy who she ends up looking after on a night out, who got really drunk, and to pay her back he is gonna help try and find this soulmate. There's a twist that happened in this that I wasn't expecting at all. Like, I wasn't expecting things to go in the direction that it did. But yeah, really solid start to a series, and yeah, I've really enjoyed this one so far. Next we have one of my favorite like new series. We have Origin Volume 3. I'm quite happy that these are coming out fairly quickly. So this is by the artist of Dr. Stone. This is his own series that he's done, and this is about in a world where there's like a lot of like mafia gang violence. A load of bodies start showing up that have been like really badly mutilated, and they believe that, you know, no human could do that. There are also like a lot of like AI robots, like military robots that are trying to be developed, and this is about a guy who is trying to find out like who is behind all of this like murders and things that are showing up. But yeah, there's definitely a bit of fan service in this with like the way that characters are drawn. But yeah, this is a really solid series. One of my absolute favorite things about this is the artwork. I'm reading this has made me want to pick up the Dr. Stone set, like just for the artwork. I've watched some of the anime and really enjoyed the anime. I'm kind of hoping that they are going to announce a box set for Dr. Stone, which I'm surprised that they haven't done so already. But yeah, this is a great series so far. If you want something with like a lot of action in it as well and great artwork, then this, like, definitely go ahead and pick this one up. Next we have Super Money Star Volume 3. So this is a BL. This is again like the introverted guy and a popular guy. It does say, and I've said this like previously in a video, but it does say like rom-com for fans of Hajime, My Hero, and Sasuke and Miyano. It's not like Sasuke and Miyano. It doesn't have that really sweet, wholesome like vibe to it. There is a little bit of toxicity, there is drama in it, especially in the way that volume 2 ended and like sort of like the beginning of this volume as well. But I would say that if you do like Hajime, My Hero, then you would really like this one. There isn't the age gap. We do see a bit of a time skip in this. But yeah, I think we only have one more volume of this to go. But yeah, I'm happy that this came out pretty quickly after all of the drama that happened in volume 2. Next, we have one that I know a lot of people have been waiting for, the reprint. We finally have a new edition of Initial D. So this is the omnibus edition. The originals have been out of print for a long time. So we finally have like a new updated translation and all that sort of stuff. And I know a lot of people were like really screaming out for this series. So we finally have it. So this is a racing series. I haven't made my way through this one yet. It is a chunky boy, obviously being in an omnibus. But yeah, I'm so excited to get into this one and to like see what all of the hype is about around this as well, because I never like read the originals or anything. I believe there is an anime as well, but I haven't read that either. So yeah, I am excited to get stuck into this one, something a little different. And then the final one from Kodansha, we have I Got Reincarnated in a BL World of Big Man Boobs. Basically, the title says it all, guys. It's about a guy who gets reincarnated into another world and he's like obsessed with boobs. However, when he sort of like comes to the boobs that he really wanted, they're man boobs, they're not female boobs that he really liked. I have to say, like, the artwork in this, guys, the artwork in this, like, everyone's so beautiful. I haven't had a chance to read this one yet, to be honest, guys. So this is I'm not sure how many volumes this is going to be either. Like I say, everyone's so beautiful in this. But yeah, so he got a world full of boobs, but not the right boobs he was expecting. So it sounds like it's going to be a really fun read, so I'm excited to get into that one. Next, we'll move on to 7 scenes. So we'll start off with 2 new Danmei releases. So the first one we have is Volume 2 of The Guardian. So this is by Priest, so the same creator as Stars of Chaos. So if you've been enjoying that one, this is a more modern based story as well, which I haven't had a chance to read yet, guys. I believe this is only 3 volumes, so it's not like a huge commitment like a few of the other ones, like Stars of Chaos, that's like around 3 or 4 volumes as well, so not like a massive series. But yeah, I've heard that people prefer this one over Stars of Chaos. But yeah, I feel like I'm very behind on my like novel reading, especially like my Danmeis, because they seem to be like new volumes are coming out pretty quick now. So yeah, I'm so behind on like my reading, but I did pick up another new series, guys. So this is a Disabled Tyrant's Beloved Pet Fish. This cover is so beautiful. I love this cover so much. I believe this is a 2-volume series, I think. So this is about a guy who basically gets reincarnated as a fish. This is again set in that world where guy reading novel gets taken into the novel and has to like do something to either save the protagonist, whatever. So this is another one of those types of stories. But yeah, I got sucked in. I mean, I was gonna pick this up anyway, but I was gonna leave it a little bit because, like I said, I'm behind on my actual like novel reading. But I saw this cover and I was like, oh, do you know what, I just have to pick it up. I just need to pick it up, guys. But yeah, that sounds like it's gonna be a fun read. Like, how much is he gonna be able to do from a fish tank if he's a fish? So yeah, I'm really intrigued to see where that story is gonna go. Next, we have one from Steamship. We have Healer for the Shadow Hero, Volume 1. I'm gonna be honest, guys, like Steamship, their recent licenses, like Revenge, Mrs. Wrong, and Can't Refuse S, I think it is. Like, yeah, some of the recent licenses that they've released, like, I haven't been sold on them, to be honest, guys. I kind of feel like some of the people are giving me like a little bit of an ick, just with that whole like woman falls in love within 2 seconds of like knowing a guy, and then she just gets like taken advantage of, blah blah blah. Like, sometimes it can be like really well written, but I feel like in those 2 series, like, not so much. But I have heard that this is really cute. I haven't read it yet, but I have heard that this one is actually like a really good read, so I kind of have higher hopes for this one. But yeah, like I say, I'm falling off a little bit with like this Steamship stuff. So yeah, I'm holding higher hopes for this one. Then we have volume 1920 of Tokyo Revengers, guys. I'm really excited for this one. The last volume that we had hurt my heart, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that was pretty traumatic to read and really hard to read. But yeah, so I'm excited to get into this one finally. I've literally just picked this up. Like, I've been sort of making sure that I do read this because I really have enjoyed this series so far. But yeah, I just haven't had a chance to read this one yet, so I'm excited to get into this. And the like I say, the figure season for me, like the one that I've got on the way is Mikey from the volume 25 cover, which I'm super excited for. Like, they've got some really nice Tokyo Revengers figures. But yeah, as soon as I saw that one and the Draken one, like I had to pre-order those because they're so beautiful. but yeah, this has turned out to be one of those series, like, I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as what I am enjoying it. So I'm happy that the releases are coming out like fairly quickly. Next, we have one of my favorite stories. We have The Dangerous Convenience Store. This is a BL. This is a innocent guy who works in a convenience store meets this like mafia guy, and yeah, they start to have a blossoming relationship. If you didn't want to wait for the physicals, you can read it on Lesson. But yeah, I love this story. It's such a good story. It is full color as well, which we like over here. I'm trying to like show something that isn't plus 18, but yeah, so we love full color over here. I really like the pages in this as well. Like, it's a matte touch page, which yeah, I really like, rather than like the glossy, especially like for color. I feel like it really like shows off the tones and everything really nicely. But yeah, so if that sounds if you are interested in BL and you like the whole gangs mafia side of things, I highly recommend this one. This is such a good written story. Then we have The Condemned Villainess Goes Back in Time and Aims to Become the Ultimate Villain. I've only read like the first like chapter in this, so like I don't really have that much of an opinion on this, but again, this is one of those where a lady goes through something that she wasn't expecting. She becomes like an outcast or whatever. Next thing she knows, she's waking up and she's like a child again. So that's this, and she's gonna obviously try and prevent the future from happening the way that it does. Like I say, I've only read the first chapter, so I don't have that much of an opinion on it so far, but I am kind of like, I guess, dipping my toes into more of like the like isekai reincarnation villainess like sort of stories, I guess. But it's just so hard to like know which ones are going to be good because it's like such an oversaturated like genre. So I'm hoping that this one is going to be good. Next, we have a volume that has been pushed back, I think, over a year now, and it's finally been released. We finally have volume 6 of Seaside Stranger, guys. It's finally here. I love this series so much. So this is about life on like a small little like seaside island, where these two guys met each other, got really close, and then one of them left, came back years later, they meet up again, and their relationship goes from there. It's not always like happy like moments and stuff in this, but I do feel like we are seeing quite a lot of like their lives like over quite a long period of time to see like how they're evolving in their relationship. So this is kind of like the next like chapter in their lives. So we see these guys sort of move away from being in the parents' house. So yeah, we really do get like the next like chapter in their lives, so it's going to be interesting to see like where this one goes. I'm not sure like how many volumes this one is slated to be. I believe it is still ongoing. Sometimes like it is a little confusing like as to who's actually talking, because like there's often not only a lot like in the panels, but also there's a lot of speech bubbles like happening all at once, so sometimes it can get a little confusing, but I really do enjoy that series. Next, we have Delinquent Daddy and Tender Teacher. This is so cute. If you liked A Dining Table, which is super wholesome, non-explicit, if you really liked that but you wanted something like more, and you were hoping for maybe something that was for a mature audience, then I highly recommend this. So this is about single father who has a boy who is really shy, struggling to come out of his shell, and the teacher just happens to be the dad's like old classmate, who the teacher had a crush on the dad. So yeah, this is kind of about them knowing each other from school and meeting years and years later and developing a relationship. Super cute. There is like drama that happens in this volume, which is like, it was like kind of hard to read, like it was really sad, but yeah, overall, like, this is a really sweet story and I love these two together. And the like kid as well is super cute, like he's really gunning for these guys in his own little way. Next we have Cinderella Closet Volume 5. I love this series. We're over halfway now in this series, but this is about a girl who moves to the city. She has big plans. She is gonna get a boyfriend, she's gonna be really fashionable, make loads of friends, go out all the time, and obviously that doesn't happen. So she is trying to give herself like a little makeover. She's really struggling at the store. She turns to this lady to help her out, who basically becomes her like a fairy godmother sort of thing. However, it turns out that this lady is actually a guy who just dresses up like a lady. They become really good friends. But yeah, this series is starting to go in the direction that we have been screaming for. It's super cute. I love this series so much. It's been such a joy to read, and like finally things are starting to like happen. The good times are coming. So yeah, volume 5 is out now. Then we have new Scarlet Berrico content. We have Nagahime To Be or Not To Be. I love Scarlet's work so much. So it's same creator as Jackass, Jealousy, 4th Generation had Mineto's Hand. Like the artwork, the way that she draws characters, she makes them so beautiful, like unbelievably beautiful. It's like one of my favorite like character designs in BL. But yeah, so this is Friends to Lovers story. It's super cute, just a one shot. It's not explicit either, so what's the age rating? This is a 13+ as well, so if you don't want that explicit content, then this is a really good one for you. Like I say, Friends to Lovers, super cute, really enjoyable read, and it's just about like realizing and coming to terms with feelings. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Also as well, if you are looking for more Scarlet Berrico's content, she has started doing a webtoon, which I was so excited for. You can find it on Tapas, called Redeem, which is really good. This is about that's about a guy who is in a really good relationship, and one day something terrible happens and he wakes up as a child again. But yeah, that has been a really good read as well. Like I say, it's on Tapas if you wanted to check out more of Scarlet's work, and it's so nice seeing like colored versions of her work as well. So I highly recommend that. I highly recommend this. Like, I can't recommend her work enough. Like, there's such good stories. Next we have a couple of early releases from Sublime. We have Black and White Volume 8. I really like this story. It was a slow burn story. There's lots of drama in it, toxic behavior, but this is about two actors who are already in a established relationship, and they have been together for quite a while. One of them is already a popular actor who's seen as like a prince, and the other one is sort of typecast as a bit of a villain, but he started getting like a big break. Started becoming more popular. So yeah, I really like this story. Like I say, it is a bit of a slow burn once you sort of like start off reading this, but yeah, I've been enjoying this one a lot. And like I say, the drama, like like there's getting a lot more like drama happening, people sticking their noses into their business, and it feels like the story is about to come to like a massive like outbreak of drama. So yeah, I can't wait to see where this one goes. And then we finally have volume 1 of Engage. I have been screaming for this series and hoping that this was going to get licensed, and it did. I'm so excited. So this is the same universe as Sayonara Game, Change World, Love Nest and the Second. Those have all wrapped up. They're only like a couple of volumes each, and this is the next installment in that universe. So we got introduced to a character in Love Nest called Naru, who is he's like the player of the universe, and he certainly is very confident in himself and his abilities around people, but he's quite mysterious as well. Like, we obviously didn't see like a lot about him in Love Nest and Love Nest Second, so this is his story, and I'm so excited that Sublime picked this up for a license. This is an ongoing series, like it is really new. Like the creator, I think Love Nest, I think Engage Volume 2 has only just come out in Japan, so it is still like a really fresh series from the creator. But the creators definitely, you can see a massive like improvement to their like storytelling and character development from like a Sayonara Game. Like, to me, Sayonara Game, Change World, like I don't really like, they were okay, but he definitely got a lot better sort of Love Nest when that was released. I felt like there was a lot more depth to characters and to like just the storytelling in general. You don't have to have read like the full like series to get a gist of like what's going on. There's like a little breakdown at the beginning of each volume about like characters and who knows who, which is also like just a good refresher in general. So yeah, if you want to pick up Sayonara Game, Change World, then fine, like to get like the full perspective on the universe. But honestly, Love Nest Second, absolutely fantastic series, and this volume didn't disappoint either. I'm so excited that we get to see more of Naru's story and like who he is, because like I said, he's such a mysterious character in the universe. So yeah, finally out. Then we have a few releases from Tokyo Pop. Like, Tokyo Pop still killing it with their licenses. We have Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix. So this is like the prequel to the Netflix series about these two characters, how they got together. I haven't read this, to be honest, guys. It was pushed back a little bit, and then I like got it, and I kind of forgot that I got it. But yeah, so this is supposed to be like the prequel to the Netflix series, which I also haven't watched. I kind of don't appreciate the larger print from Tokyo Pop. I like the smaller like print versions that we got, like just the standard ones, because they don't sit well next to these, so now it means I have to put these in a separate place. That's just me personally, but I'm sure there's other people that feel like that as well. So the next one we have is A Beast Descent into Love. I kind of feel like if you liked Black Eagle in the Sahara, I think it's called, from June, I think you'd like this one as well. So this is about a world where there's like the slave trade going off and everything, and there are like these demigod beast folks. So basically one of them gets sold off, and this guy basically like goes ahead and rescues him to try and like help smuggle him back to his home country where he belongs. However, with him being like a hybrid beast human, he does go into heat, and so unfortunately like he goes into heat when this guy basically rescues him, and they have to deal with all of that. I really enjoyed this. It was a really good like a one shot. I enjoyed the interactions, like the way that they are together and everything, and like the way that it ended like was really good as well. But yeah, so really good one shot. Then we have All You Want Whenever You Want. This was delayed by a few months, but finally got released in April. So this is a office romance. So this is where a new transfer comes into the office, love at first sight to his boss, basically, and there's a dorm where the office workers can live, and they end up living together. So as you can probably imagine, things happen from there. But yeah, really good like one shot, not too much like drama, just sort of like coming to terms with feelings and like letting your guard down, is like that type of story. But yeah, really good like office one shot. It is like a thicker volume as well, but yeah, definitely explicit. Again, like with Tokyo Pop, they always have like their trigger warnings and everything, age rating on the back as well, so make sure that you check those out before you pick anything up. Next we have Scarlet's Secret. I feel like if you like Lullaby of the Dawn, this would be a really good one shot for you to pick up. So this is a childhood friends, two lovers. This is about where two kids, they grew up like in the same village. One was like severely bullied from like the way that they look and their abilities to like read the weather and the skies. Basically something happens, they get separated and they end up meeting 10 years later, I think it is. But yeah, really good. Like I say, if you like the sort of like fantasy twists of like Lullaby of the Dawn, I think you would really like this one as well. Speaking of Lullaby of the Dawn, we have volume 3 came out as well. I've really been enjoying this series. There was a lot of hype when this got licensed, and I can completely understand why. So this is about a guy who basically is tasked to look after like the town village that's on the coast, because there is these like monsters that come out of the sea every night, and it's his task to fend them off, to fight them off and everything. He has to go through that every night. However, due to the nature of it, these people that get tasked with doing that are often afflicted by the curse and die really young. But yeah, great series so far. Really enjoyed it. I haven't read volume 3 yet, so I'm excited to read this and to see where this one goes, and to see the relationship develop between the two main characters. But yeah, really great series. Moving on to the final stack, we have Viz Media. So we have Rainbow Days volume 9. I'm not going to say too much about this because I still haven't caught up, guys. I still haven't caught up with this, I know. So we're just going to move on from that. Volume 9. The volumes are coming out so quickly, but I think that's the last one that I had on pre-order, so I'm not going to order anymore until I've caught up. Next, we finally have volume 9 of Bed and Breakfast for Spirits. This was the other one that I received from Blackwell, so it's like basically got like bent in half, so there's like loads of creases and stuff in it, which is like really annoying. But yeah, it's been like, I want to say well over a year since we've had the last volume of this come out. So this is about a lady who is like the stereotypical no parents, left in debt, raised by a granddad, who made a pact with an ogre to basically pay off his debts, the granddad's debts. The granddaughter was gonna like basically deal with that. However, it's found out that the lady has special abilities when she cooks food for yokai. and spirits. Super cute, like really enjoyable series. Like I love the cooking side of this. Like I don't know what it is, but I actually really enjoy cooking in manga, even if it is like stuff that I would like never eat. But yeah, I really enjoyed the like cooking aspect of this. So she's trying to open she opens up a restaurant in like the yokai world. But yeah, I really enjoyed this series. We also have volume 22 of Jujutsu Kaisen's come out. This is all about Maki. I don't feel like that this really needs too much of a explanation. We also have volume 5 of Boys Abyss. This is a very dark series. I haven't read volume 5 yet, but I have really been enjoying this series. There's a lot of like really messed up things that happen in this series so far. Like this poor guy just seems to be getting like groomed and abused by like all of these women and people around him. So it does deal with like depression, suicidal like tendencies, like I say, grooming, stalkers. Like it's a pretty dark series, guys. But I have been enjoying it, so I'm excited to read volume 5. Then we have a brand new series that I am going to butcher the name of, so I'm not even going to say it, but it's this series. There's been so much hype about this. Like I saw a lot of like edits going around and like just panel like views and stuff like that, like before it was licensed. And this lady here, Mrs. Tao, like she is such a baddie, and I feel like I'm developing a little like a lady crush on her. But yeah, so I know a lot of people were super hyped when the physicals were licensed, and they're finally here. This is, I believe, an early release as well. But yeah, so this is about in a world where there are things called Manga, I think they're called, kind of like demons that basically have been killing people off. And these two basically have a little agency where they go and fight these things. I feel like if you like Kimono Jihan, you would really like this one, but this one feels a little bit more of like a mature series than that. But yeah, first volume, very solid start. I'm looking forward to like this one developing. We get to see like an interesting character is kind of like teased at the very end of this volume, so I want to know more about them. But yeah, solid start to a series. Like I say, I'm just gonna butcher the name, so I'm not even gonna try. Next we have volume 6 of Dark Gathering. This was another early release as well. I really enjoy this. This is a series based around like spirits, like malicious spirits and ghosts. So like trying to hunt them down. Yeah, this has been a really great series so far. Like I love the artwork as well. The artwork is like very dark. But yeah, usually like horror stuff isn't like at the top of my list to get. But this is a really good series, and it has been like really creepy in parts as well. So yeah, if you're looking for something like a supernatural, I highly recommend this. There's lots of like good action in it as well. Then we have a brand new series from Viz for the signature line. We have a Snowball Earth. This was a great first volume. I really enjoyed this. This is about a guy who basically pretty much his whole life he has been known as like the savior, because he was able to pilot like a robot from a very young age, and basically help to fight against kaiju. There's a really big battle that happened, and basically he wakes up from being frozen like however many years later. He wakes up back on Earth to find that it's frozen over basically, and these kaiju are still like around. But yeah, really solid start to this series. I enjoyed it a lot. There is a couple of like a couple of emotional moments in this, but yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this, like more than what I thought I would, because this again was one of those like on a whim pre-orders, but I'm really glad that I did pick it up, because like I say, solid start to the series. Next we have volume 2 of Steel of the Celestial Shadows. I love this cover. Like, how nice is this? This is what got me on the series for volume 1 because I really liked the cover. So this is about a samurai who can't actually pick up a sword. Like, he physically cannot pick up the sword, or anything with metal for that matter. I really liked volume 1. It was a little bit of a slow start, just like setting the scene of the series and giving us some background information on this guy. But yeah, it's started to like ramp up towards the end of volume 1. I haven't read this yet, so I'm really excited to get into this, to sort of learn more about like this guy and this mysterious lady that entered his life wanting to be his wife. So yeah, I'm very invested in this story so far. Next we have from Shojo B, we have Taemin's B-side volume 3, another early release. I've thoroughly been enjoying this shoujo series. If you like my special one, then this one is also for you. So this is about a girl who ends up meeting her K-pop idol, and basically like helping him out and seeing like a different side to him that he definitely doesn't show the public. Super cute. Like I say, if you like the idol mangas, if you liked my special one, then you will really enjoy this one as well. Next we have Kimi no Todoki From Me to You Soulmate volume 1. So this is the sequel to Kimi no Todoki. So if you've been waiting for this, it's finally out again. I think this was an early release. I think it's only going to be 3 volumes as well. So it's not like a huge commitment either. And then we have a shonen rom-com. We have Love's Inside. This is super cute. So this is about a delinquent who falls in love with a blind lady, and yeah, their interactions and their relationship, like how they're developing and everything, is so cute. I thoroughly enjoyed this series so far. Like I say, the way that they've got like character growth, and like this delinquent is like such a sweetheart. Like, he's super cute, and the way that he treats her, really adorable. And there is quite a lot of like funny moments in this as well. So yeah, if you want something a little different but still in that romance like genre, then I highly recommend this one. And then the final one we have, I'm sure this was an early release as well actually, we have Neighborhood Story volume 2. I really like the way that this one's presented. I love the blue cover, and we get the little like dust flaps as well. It is quite thick. It feels and looks more like a novel, in my opinion. But yeah, if you like Nana, then this is like the next release from that creator. But yeah, like I said, I think this is an early release. So if you are new here, basically what I do every month as well is I place an out of print BL haul. Like, one of my goals in the collection is to try and collect as many BL manga as I possibly can, from like the bigger publishers and publishers that are no longer around. So yeah, each month I place an out of print order. So I wasn't sure whether I was going to get this in time for the video, but it literally just came. So we're going to go through what I picked up. So first one we have from 801 Media, we have My Paranoid Next Door Neighbor, which is just a one shot. We have from Drama Queen Junk, which has been on my like to try and find list for like the longest time. I don't really like the way that Drama Queen published their manga, because like it often like goes out of shape like really easily. The ones that have the dust jacket on just don't like wear well, like they crease really easily, so it can be really hard to actually find decent copies of things. But this one's been a little bit harder to find, at least for like a decent price as well, so I'm happy that like I finally took that one off my list. Then from Do Press we have Kiss All the Boys volume 1 and volume 3, so I just need to find volume 2. We also have from Doki Doki Brilliant Blue. So we have volume 1 and volume 2. I'm so happy to be like ticking off the Doki Doki things. Like I feel like I'm getting fairly close to like getting like those titles. We also have from Be Beautiful, we have Love a la carte as well, which again has been on my list of like to try and find for like the longest time. Then I also picked up volumes 1 to 4 of Yellow. I do have the omnibus editions of this, so there's 2 omnibuses. However, being a glutton for punishment, I wanted to pick up both like editions. So there we go, I finally picked up these. I also got Tabuki Flower volume 1 as well. From June, and Passionate Theory as well, which is just a one shot as well from June. And that's everything that I picked up as regards to out of print stuff, and that's everything that I picked up in the month of April. Like I say, I think going forward like the hauls are going to be smaller than what we've seen in like recent months anyway, at least for figure season. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're enjoying the series still. If you are, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I always post the manga haul video the last day or second to last day of each month if you want to keep up with things that way. But yeah, I shall see you in the next one. Bye everyone.